So in last class, we discussed about class component, and today we will see about how we can define nested components in multiple ways. See, nested components means, for example, inside the functional, I want to keep a class component. Okay, inside the class component, I want to keep a functional component. So this is the simple formula. So how we can able to design a nested components like this inside the functional, how we can keep a class component inside the class, how you can keep a functional component. So the major thing is we have to create as root level component as functional in one file. And one more file is as root level, we have to go with the class component. But inside the functional, we have to go with the class. But inside the class, you have to go with the functional. So this is the simple thing we have to do. And let me try to work with the app.js. And here I'm just stopping the previous things, whatever we have. Okay, I'm just stopping everything. Now let me create a new file. This will be something like a functional and class.js. Inside the functional, I have class. Okay, yeah, functional class. It means the first one is a root level class is functional class, but functional component, but inside the functional, we have to go with the class. So for that, just to create a function, just as usual. So create a functional component. So you already have the functional component like this. You can create a functional component like this. Function is a keyword for that. Okay, functional class. You can do like this. Okay. Functional, and the name is okay, export functional class. But inside this, I want to design a class component, right? So we already have something like a class component. What is a class component we created previously? A class com. So I want to access class com. I want to access class com now. So how to access the class com now? So let me go to the this one. Import okay, class component from class. Now I want to give the value as class component. But finally, I want to access this functional class into the app.js. Come to the app.js and functional component. Import functional functional class. Yeah, functional class. So finally, I want to give the functional class adjust. Okay, so adjust it up, and this is the functional class. This is the functional component inside the functional component. Inside the functional class, I am trying to giving the class component inside, right? So just try to execute the terminal. So go to the terminal, new terminal, and just go and close all the servers, taking new terminal, npm start. If I say npm start, node server is running, and inside the functional, you will be having the class. Inside the functional, you will be having the class. Just go. Yeah, this is a class component basically, but that class component, we have the function inside. Okay, so here, what my requirement is, okay, just go and check it out. This is functional, available with, but if I am having two things, can go for the division. Okay, so this is functional available with the class. That is the heading for me. I just give it. Now, what my requirement is, I want to go with the class with the function. Class with functional. Okay. Dot class with functionals. First of all, I want to go with the class component, but inside this, I want to have the functional component. Yeah, let me take a class with a functional like this. And here what my requirement is, already functional component is importing, and this division I'm deleting. And this is class component with function. So in the previous program, we already discussed about it, but one more time. But this is class with function. So this one is a extendable thing. But here the my thing is class function. Go to app.js. Instead of this, import class function. Okay, so try to enable the class function. See this output now. Okay, something not saved. Import class function. So class function also need to save. If you save here, this is render and returning a functional component. Okay. Class function. Yeah, so this is a class component with the functional class component. Inside the class component, we will be having the functional component. Just try to go with this. This is a little bit very easy. You already know about functional component, how to create a functional component. We already know how to create a class component, but what we are doing is inside the class, we are keeping functional. Inside the functional, we are keeping the class. In coming class, we will discuss about props and state for the class component, and we'll go with events also with the components. Okay. So please do subscribe, like my channel, share video for your friends and colleagues. If you want more and more videos as notification, please go and subscribe. Click on bell icon, right?